Hi dear students, in this video lesson, you are going to learn about the different functions of banks in detail. So, banks provides maximum financial support for the business people. As we discussed in the last class, it provides two different functions, basic or primary functions and secondary functions. Accepting deposits and lending of money is primary function, agency services and general utility services are the secondary function. So we are going to discuss all these concepts in detail. Accepting deposits. Banks are collecting funds from the public or its members for providing financial assistance to the needy people. So accepting deposit is the main function of commercial banks. Banks offer different types of bank accounts to the customers, especially fixed deposit account, current deposit account, savings deposit account, recurring deposit account, and multiple option deposit account are the different forms of deposit accounts given by the banks for collecting fund from the customers. So fixed deposit account, very important on it is made for the amount is invested for a long time. Depending upon the long period, the interest is also will be high. So fixed deposit, money is deposited in the account for a fixed period. So it is called fixed deposit account. And after the expiry of the period, the person who is invested, deposited, will get the whole money. And also every month, that person will get maximum rate of interest. Only fixed deposit account have maximum rate of interest. And the current deposit account, as the name indicates, it is mainly opened by the businessman for the safekeeping of money. Every day, the profit or the income will be invested or deposited in the bank, and whenever he or she needed, they will withdraw the money. So there is no interest paid for current account holders. What is the main purpose? To keep the money of business people safely. So current deposit account is opened mainly by the business people. Savings deposit. Whenever there is savings of the business people, they can keep safely in the bank as a deposit. So the aim of savings account is to mobilize the savings of the public or the businessman. Everyone can open the savings account, whatever may be the amount, maybe a small amount or large amount, can invest in the bank as a deposit. Normally, a medium rate of interest is given or the lower rate of interest is given than fixed deposit account to the holders. So savings deposit have lower rate of interest. Then a recurring deposit account. Recurring, as the name indicates, it is to encourage the customers for regular savings by the people. Whenever there is a small amount of money, they can invest as a regular income. Like the example says, a depositor can deposit a fixed amount, say rupees 100 every month. But in savings, there is no fixed amount. Whatever may be the amount, they can deposit. But in recurring deposit, a fixed amount is deposited. So after the maturity period, it will be repaid to the depositor. And the rate of interest on this account is higher than savings deposit, but not up to the mark of fixed deposit. They are getting interest, but not up to fixed deposit. So recurring deposit. And the last one is multiple option deposit account. Normally, the above said deposits like fixed, current, and recurring savings have only single aim. But through this deposit account, multiple option deposit account, they can use the account for different purpose. They can keep as a savings the money they have, or after a particular period, they can convert it into fixed deposit. It is a type of savings bank account in which the deposit in excess of particular limit get automatically transferred into fixed deposit. Therefore, the account holder has more benefit, they will get more interest than savings bank. So multiple option deposit. So through these 5 ways, they are accepting deposit. And how they are lending money? Lending money means providing fund for the needy people, maybe business people, farmers, public, etc. Normally, the banks are providing fund in term loans in the form of term loans, maybe short term, medium, or long term loans. Also, they are providing bank overdraft. Bank overdraft, already you know, providing opportunity to withdraw more than the amount available in the bank. Providing opportunity to withdraw the amount more than available in the bank. Bank overdraft. Then they provide cash credit. Cash credit facility is also provided. Cash credit means providing financial support not in the form of loan but without interest. Then they are supporting to discount the bills, the trade bills of the business people also. So they are supporting in these forms also. Then secondary functions include agency functions and general utility functions. And agent as an agent to the customer, banks are providing the following services. They help by collecting the bill of exchange or promissory note and checks. After collecting all these documents, banks are providing cash. The banks collect dividend or interest on behalf of the company from other source of investment. When we are, as a businessman, suppose I am investing some amount of money in some other company's share or providing amount in the debenture, I will get dividend and interest. It will be collected by bank. Then banks helps for buying and selling of shares, debentures and other securities. They are helping for buying and selling of debentures, maybe for collecting fund or to invest fund, they helps. Then also banks helps for the payment of interest, insurance premium as an agent. Then they are also helping transferring the fund from one branch to another. Maybe depending upon the operation, banks are helping all these function as an agent. They are also providing some general utility function for the business people, also for the public. First one is providing locker facility for keeping the jewelry or any other valuable documents very safely. They are providing locker facility. And banks provides references about the financial position of the customers. Financial position of the customers are needed for some stakeholders. At that time, the banks provide the original details, the genuine details regarding that particular customers. And also it provides information related to the customer's credit worthiness for another customer. So in business, the credit worthiness is very important when some new people are coming to invest in one customer's company. So at that time, bank will provide the valuable information. And also it is applying various type of trade information useful to the customers. Present trend about the business in the market, lot of informations are provided for the customers. They are also providing letter of credit, pay orders, bank draft, credit cards, and traveler's check to the customers. All these financial supports are given by banks, maybe for exporting or importing, or for the regular dealing of their business. They are also helps in underwriting issue of shares and debentures. When the company's shares and debentures are not sold, the bank will undertake and they will pay the cash. That is underwriting issue of shares and debentures. They also provide foreign exchange to importers and travelers going abroad. They are providing financial support for the foreign exchange also. So these all are the general utility functions provided by the banks in India. So remember all these very important points. In this area, we learned about the different functions provided by the banks for the business people and the public. So remember all the important points and go through all the points again and again, develop your own concept maps. So we will learn the different e-banking services in the next video. Okay, thank you.